Coming soon to the Switch and PlayStation is Process of Elimination. This is an overall adventure detective game that essentially centers around 14 individuals that are all detectives in some way, and the about here says, the quartering Duke, an infamous serial killer with over 100 victims, has thrown the country into chaos with his heinous acts. To bring an end to his killing spree, the Detective Alliance, composed of the world's top detectives, has gathered to uncover and subdue him. However, in a series of unforeseen events, an aspiring yet unremarkable detective named Wado Hojo stumbles into their operations. He joins the Detective Alliance on the mysterious island of Morgue to investigate the quartering Duke, only to make the gruesome discovery that their target lurks among them. Can these detectives prove their innocence and unveil the identity of the quartering Duke before the case runs cold? So essentially, this reminds me of a Gmod game that I had played when I was a lot younger and watched. Is called Terrorists in Terrorist Town, where essentially there was a bunch of people on an island or in a specific area that one of them was a murderer and was killing the other terrorists, and there was a detective, a murderer, and just civilians. The detective could have limited powers to try to discover who the killer is, and then everybody had to kind of work together to figure out who the killer was. It was a really fun game overall. However, that was played with multiplayer, so overall, if the other players weren't playing back, or they were trying to ruin the game, it was very easy to troll these types of lobbies. This game does appear to be a single player game as far as I can tell, or potentially might be co-op with the 13 other players, but essentially let me go ahead and read a little further here. Key features: the Sign of the 14. Team up with 13 other detectives, each with their own unique skills, tools, and personalities. Explore key locations around the island of Morgue and engage in choice-based dialogue to obtain useful evidence for each case. So essentially, while on the island, we figure out again that the Duke is among us, and you have to go around and talk to other people, the other detectives, as well as go through various other locations in order to find clues as to who the Duke is. And yeah, from what I can tell, again, it seems like it's going to be a single player where you go up to the other detectives and try to engage with them in order to make guesses on who the killer is, similar to maybe like Clue as well, the board game. Overall, the animation style reminds me of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney and has a more flat 2D animation where you go up, talk to individuals, do your dialogue options, and there is kind of like that storyboard dialogue at the bottom of the screen that you can kind of scroll through. Overall, this game does look interesting to me, as I've always enjoyed the detective style games, and I've always not really minded these more flat styles. I remember one of the first games I played a while back was a game on PlayStation or PSP that had that sort of detective style thing. I'd have to go back and look it up to figure out which one it was, but I enjoy those types of stories as long as the story is interesting, and so I think that'll be the main thing that is the deciding factor on whether it'll hook audiences or not, is whether or not the story is good enough for people to go talk about. So what do you guys think? Are you guys excited for this game? Are you going to play it? If you are you doing it on PlayStation or Switch? Also, do you plan on waiting for this to come out on like a discount, or do you plan on getting it right when it drops? Let us know down in the comments below, and let us know if you're excited for any other games coming out soon, or if there's any games that you want us to review, particularly if they are on Game Pass or on PlayStation Plus. We can go ahead and get around to those as soon as possible. And also, if you enjoy movies or music, you can go check out our Smokin Sessions channel, where we do movie reviews, coming soon movie videos as well, and other movie related essays. So definitely check us out over there, and like and subscribe for more content like this on this channel, so you can stay updated with upcoming games and whatnot. Outside of that, thank you guys for joining us during this gaming session.
I spaced out of my head to the depths of the universe. It's a spell or a chance just to open up a newer cry.